the first official episode of Vunzy, and to help me, I don't want to. Sure, why not? So we're kind of thinking up of ideas on how to start the show, and I figured my good friend Kate Scurria, who is actually leaving us soon, will be watching over me and interviewing me in this process to help us figure out what this show is about, because I don't think anyone knows yet, and not yet.
They will. Watch out, world.
Here in like 2 weeks when it's absolutely nothing. So I'm gonna let her take the reins, and I'll step in accordingly.
That just means he has no idea what I'm gonna ask.
No idea. By the way, I really have no idea.
Blindsiding him, yeah. Nothing horrible.
Anyways, Kate, maybe you want to tell something about yourself or about us before we start. No, just get to the show.
Oh, that's scary. And that goes back way too far.
That goes back too. Well, we met when I first moved to San Francisco, a place called Ozumo. Yada 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 yada. We've known each other for 8 years or 7 years, something like that.
Craziness.
Been through a lot.
I have a lot of scars because of this man.
Oh, it's my fault. It's my fault. Oh my god, I had that picture of that woman who fell on a skateboard. She thought she could skate. Drunk. I mean sober.
I was sober.
No, you.
I was at that incident, yes. I was. Alright. Kicking it off.
Let's go. Let's go.
Tell us about Vunzy. What is it?
Vunzy, first of all, the name is derived from you. It's a nickname. My real name is Vunz, but someone added Vunzy and it just caught like wildfire. Not like California wildfire, it's not like that bad, but everyone calls me Vunzy. And so we thought about the name, and then someone came up to me, like, dude, that's like a great name / brand. I mean, it's one of those great words that are like Google or Xerox. Like, it could be an adjective, it could describe something. So there's where the name came from. The show in itself is, for me, I feel like it's just for any of you that are moving into San Francisco or maybe already live here and don't really know the landscape. And for me, by no means, I've lived here for 8 years. I'm not a professional anything.
San Francisco age.
San Francisco, something for long? That's terrible.
Not these days.
But the point of this whole show might be kind of similar to just me kind of giving you my insight into the city. I referenced before with Will, it's I'm the jack of all trades, master of none. But it's honestly, I feel like I've been trying to experience everything I can in San Francisco. Like, get my hands in every little pie. I want to taste this, I want this, I want to know what's going on in this. And I just want to relay that information, to anyone that's moving here. So I'll be breaking it up into things like the districts, the parks, conveying certain things, certain etiquettes, and things just like explaining San Francisco, That's what it's all about.
So why SF? Why San Francisco? What do you love about the city? And more than anything, what do you want people to know about
So it's 3 parts. What's the first part?
Why San Francisco?
Why San Francisco? Okay, it's the #1 city in the #1 country in the #1 world. And I also like it because it is the city. When you reference the city, you don't say New York City. You're not thinking of Miami. You're not thinking LA. When you say the city, it actually is referencing San Francisco. I like San Francisco because it's the most European feel. I think it's so diverse. For me, my own background being from Missouri, growing up in less than like a -8 diversity. And
I thought you were going to say Democrats, but okay. That too.
pretty much, yeah. San Francisco is just beautiful. It's changed my life in so many ways, and I just think it's the greatest place on earth. I do. And it's an international city. For anyone that lives in an international city, it's going to be an easier transition. But this is literally a place where you march to the beat of your own drum, and no one can judge you and has no right to judge you. They are the kind of bags of shit. They're probably from LA? So just kidding. I love LA. Background storming. Anyways, and the second part was, I apologize.
No, that's it. You kind of covered all of it.
Really?
More than anything, I think, what are you really hoping that people learn about the city? What do you want them to know about the city? You love it. You have this love affair with it. But what are you hoping people really sort of get from it?
That's an amazing question. The thing I want to teach you is exactly what cannot be taught, and that's just a passion for the city. I think whether you're into any little piece of life, it's here for you, and there's a community of it. Like, you're not an outcast. You're not alone. San Francisco is still a community, but it's just broken into a lot of them. So if you're into art, it's here. If you're into music, it's here. If you're into symphony music, you can't even say, it's like Japanese food, right? Back in Missouri, you say Japanese food, it's like, oh, it's this place that has sushi rolls. Here you say Japanese, like, oh, are you getting izakaya? Do you want a place for nigiri? Do you want a place for sashimi? Do you want maki? Do you like the conveyor belts? Like, it's just such, I kind of forgot the question. I'm just supposed to tell you why.
No, let's keep going.
It's just that what I want you to get out of this is just the passion for the city and a passion for yourself, and to really get to know yourself. And the only way you're going to do that is to actually explore it all. But I'm going to help you kind of filter through all of that and kind of get to the point. It's kind of like a broken stem, right? Like there's a path and you can choose 5 of them. I'm going to help you just narrow it down, you know? I'll help you find the right one, for sure, through my own life experiences, and which I think is the only true way to learn.
And kind of along the same lines, what are you going to show people through this show that they can't get, say, from picking up a Lonely Planet, or from reading the tour magazines or the tour guides, or how is that different?
First of all, if you do that, you get both already, because I've read all those during my tours and things, so I've read them all. For me, I think you just get real perspective and a real person who's actually passionate. I mean, you get a passionate guy as opposed to somebody that gets paid minimum wage. Like, over here we have Quarry Tower, back to 1340. You know what I mean? Like, for me, it's the people in the moment. Like, I myself is a part of San Francisco. Like when I go to a bar, I'll take you places that I know. You know, it's just there's more familiarity with. I still can't.
So it's a local perspective. Because I think
I'm not even. We're all transplants.
Sort of, but after a while you do become local.
I totally lost my Missouri card. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
My friend said. My friend actually said that. He's like, yeah, you're California all the way. I just.
All right. Well, wait. So this is a perfect transition.
Okay.
So my next question is kind of how you got here. How long have you been here? What brought you here? And what's keeping you here?
Ooh. Can you do this? You know I have like a really short time. Go with the first one. First one's what?
Okay. How long have you been in New York?
8 years.
All right. What initially brought you to the city?
Broke up with a girl of 3.5 years. Fire sale, got really drove out here.
Why San Francisco?
My sisters were actually already living here, and they're like, dude, you're bigger than Missouri. It's that big fish, small pond game. Like, you've always belonged out here. Even when I was in Missouri, people were like, you don't belong in this town, you know, because they're racist. Just kidding.
They don't like your kind.
We get one more.
So what keeps you here? Do you think this is the...
Let's see, what keeps me here? The districts, the people, the restaurants, the bars, the music festival, an international city. Friends, amazing. Of course, the friend. I think it's just your networking too, just expands. Because like when I was in Missouri, it was like, you know, when I go on a trip to San Francisco and New York, it's like big time. But when you're like in an international city like Miami or here, LA, it's like now it's like Hong Kong, now it's Hawaii, now it's, you know, Indonesia, it's everywhere. Like the network is stronger, your mind just opens up. You need to come out here just to realize you're this little speck on Earth. It's like traveling.
Yeah.
But
and the look on people's faces when you are traveling and they ask where you're from and you say San Francisco and they're like, oh, I love San Francisco.
Like Tony Bennett said, he left his heart in San Francisco, but he also got to tell you he left his wallet, because rent here is crazy.
Wow.
We're in SF proper, by the way, none of that, like, not SF, it's SF proper, do those triangle. Representing.
All right, so a little bit about the show.
Okay.
How did the idea for the show come about?
It's actually, it's an evolving process still, to be honest. I think what it was there's this other show called Eat Your Kimchi. And it's about this guest I was watching when I went to Seoul, Korea a couple years ago. And I didn't know anything about Seoul, so I was just Googling it. And basically they were helping, it's a couple that helped explain Seoul, Korea to people that moved there. And I was like, wow, that's really cool. I never thought any time passed. It really helped with my trip to Seoul and to also Busan. It's just, and I thought, man, I could do that. And so I started that tourism things where I was like giving tours and like showing people around and
the insider version.
yes, the straight, not the triangle of like Chinatown and like Fisherman's Wharf. That's things you can just do on your own. I mean, you can visit a city or you can live a city. I'll show you how to live it. Like you're gonna do exactly what I do, which is trust me, it's fun.
Yeah. All right. So again, talking a little bit about the show. Who's your target audience, and what do you really want people to take away from the show? You've kind of touched on that a little bit, but who are you really?
Why are these like 7-part questions? Like, give me. God, could you just like there's like 17. I don't even see that outline right now. It's scary. First part was what?
Well, you talked about how the idea of the show came about.
Yeah.
So who are you targeting? Who's your target audience? I know you
Transplants.
said only transplants, but you also
mentioned also people that also live here. Because there's also people that live here and maybe work too hard and don't have a chance to like go experience things, or like maybe
the
they
new
just
tech boom.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money
tech
to
or
spend
anything,
and-
anything. It's just, I feel like you can live in the city and not live in the city. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, you can live in the city
I used to live in
not
South.
the city.
Exactly. It's like I lived in South Beach, which is like a generic part of San Francisco that you can find in every major city. It's not real San Francisco. Just a fact. You know, it's like there's like an Amici's Pizza, there's a bowling alley, and you know, and
Well, it's
there's
very
a
true.
Panera.
I think until you live here, you don't really know San Francisco.
at all.
Or know somebody who takes you into the heart of San Francisco. I think
Oh yeah.
you really, it's a layered city
Oh.
more than anything else.
Oh, yeah.
And you gotta get below.
Oh yeah.
So, okay, you've got all of these concepts. Well, what do you really want people to take away from the show?
To insight to particular subjects about the city. Like when I do things about maybe like let's say Outside Lands festival that happens here, or if I want to talk about how it is like working out in San Francisco, or I just want to teach you how, because everyone's foundation knowledge is different. I had some friends from Missouri come here and they're like, oh, you know, it's like this. Like I also want to help people in the restaurant world who just because you go out eating doesn't make you a good diner. This is a fact. I just want to teach people that
Yes, we know.
French dining, you know, where it's very proper, and then you go to a Japanese place where it's very izakaya family style. You just have to dine differently. And I kind of want to show them, like, kind of not really educate. I would never want to like down talk to anyone. This is all just, but there's just a certain way and etiquette of doing certain things. And even that sounds a little contentious and snobby, but there's just a certain
I
rule.
don't know. I think teaching people a dining out etiquette, especially in a foodie city,
Oh, yeah.
is important
It's a-
because.
Mhm.
I mean,
Mhm.
a lot of the people that work in the restaurants and bars and dining areas in the city are doing it as a career.
Yes, they're career servers. Yeah.
They're career servers, so
Sure.
I can see that. People do need to know how to go out to eat in this town.
Well, it's not like that. It's even like, to be honest with you, there are certain companies that will may not know this. They're actually opening divisions on teaching their new clientele etiquette, like their programmers and engineers and so forth. Yeah.
Good, good.
Not to say I'm right, but I feel like also I'm leveraging also about 15 years of hospitality too. So that's kind of giving me some kind of validation of what I am,
Sort
and I'm super fun.
of. Sort of.
Sort of.
Okay, so looking forward, you just mentioned a couple little things, but
Okay.
where do you see the show going? Can you tell us a little bit about some of the quintessential San Francisco elements that you're going to talk about?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the first ones will probably come off with the basics, things you need to see, the beauty, capturing it strictly with only film, things like the Palace of the Fine Arts, things like Land's End, things like the Legion of Honor, more about the top 10 kind of things, which I'll break those down just to lure in those people that, you know, just read books, like it's the real deal. And then from there, slowly progress into some really real items like beta breakers, things like that. Also into like restaurants and bars will happen. Just it's like everyone that's ever thought about San Francisco, it's like that iceberg effect, and you see 10%, you don't see 90% that's beneath the surface. And also the people here are insanely crazy and insanely intelligent at the same time. It's like,
And you did talk a little bit about breaking down the different neighborhoods as
yes,
well.
I will be
So
breaking down
what
the
you-
districts.
What you can find in different districts,
Mhm.
and then within
What kind of
those
people, what kind of rent.
categories, yeah. What kind of rent? What kind of rent? What kind of rent? What kind of places to eat?
Oh yeah.
Really sort of off the beaten path things to see.
And on the path.
And on the path. 'Cause
Yeah, the
it's
same
so
things
true,
Anthony
it's so
Bourdain
true.
showed you too. I mean, I've been all the places he went to. You like Anthony Bourdain? He hates you.
Oh,
He
I
hates you
know.
too. He told me.
Well,
Yeah. Via Snapchat.
via Snapchat. All right.
Chat,
well,
just say chat.
give us an even more of a sneak peek. Tell me your top 3 restaurants, top 3 things to do.
Top 3 restaurants.
Top 3 restaurants, top 3 districts, top 3.
Do you see how you keep doing this again?
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
You just can't tell me top 3 restaurants.
Top,
And then
okay, start there.
top 3
Top
restaurants.
3 restaurants.
First of all, for me, restaurants are only as good for me. This is a personal thing. It's only good for me if the company I keep. If I'm a bad company, it doesn't taste good. If I'm a good company, crappy food could taste good. But in terms of right now, great restaurants. Like bistros, like there's too many, like a bistro.
All right, well,
or
this will be easy.
Japanese.
Japanese. Give me your top.
Top 3 Japanese, pretty easy. Sushi Ron's not in SF, so it's good. Ozumo's up there, just because they're quality.
We know the real story.
We know the real story. It's Ozumo's good. Don't go to Kiko's is the best nigiri omakase.
What's the other one that I knew you used to work at? The little
Tsunami?
No, I think it was there's another one. But
I don't know. What I don't think you should ask me what the restaurants. Yeah, it just depends on what kind of cuisine. It just opens up a world of cosmic things. Here's the thing: if you want to know what everyone thinks, just look up top 100 restaurants in the Chronicle. It'll tell you. For me, it is the company, but for me right now, I think restaurants that are doing it right are the true staples. Like I love Delfina's Pizzeria. I still love them.
see, and that's the thing too, is it's such a concept city in the sense that when it's more than just the restaurant. It's more than a building that serves food. It's really about the concept. What do they bring to the table? It's the entire dining experience, right? So there's so many different things to gauge a restaurant, what makes it good.
Yeah.
So I can see why it would be really tough to narrow that down.
Yeah. I mean, it's almost.
Okay, then let me rephrase that question.
Yeah, do it.
Because I've done this with you a couple times.
Okay.
You've got a friend visiting from out of town. They've got 2 days in the city. What would you do with them in 2 days?
In 2 days? First of all, it sucks because depending on the person they are, are they an international person or are they someone from Missouri? It's a completely different game. Because someone that's never been here, I literally will take them to go see the top 10. And they'll literally get out of the car, take a picture, and be like, what's next? I'm like, you just wanted to pick, you don't want to know anything, you don't walk in around or anything. It's like, no, this picture's good. It's like they just want to post it on Facebook and hey, it was there.
Instagram.
For someone who recently just came here, I just asked him what his favorite food was. He's like this. I know he's a simple guy. Took him to cha-cha-chas, had some tapas and some sangria. Showed him the lower hate. I'm a very play it by ear guy, but it's like, what else would I take them? Definitely Top of Dolores Park. I think you have to see that. Especially just get a nice picnic blanket, which I already have for you. And a bottle of bubbly, and some shucked oysters. Oysters too, swans. That's good too. That's one of your really good restaurants. If you're just like oysters.
Yep. And that's the thing about the city too, is that
Water
it doesn't have to be fancy.
Oh, fuck
it
no.
can be this really sort of hole-in-the-wall, really basic place that's just been around for years and serves phenomenal food.
So I will definitely show you the restaurants and bars, and not in a sense oh, this is this. And it's also I'm very knowledgeable about food. It's not, but I'm not really touched on just oh, this messed up a little bit. It's all good. And being cool about it. Yeah.
So last question.
Yep.
You've had a lot of nicknames, and Vunzy is a nickname. Even Vunz, I mean Darth, we won't even go there.
Mm-hmm.
But even Vunz is a nickname.
Vunz.
How'd you get the name Vunz?
Vunz is actually. Sorry, I didn't touch that. There's snacks in front of me. With you. Vunz is actually a misspelling of my name. It wasn't actually supposed to be Vunz, and but it is by law. It's Vunz. I mean Vunzy. Yes, it is. It's actually a misspelling. I mean, I'm first generation. You can't really say anything. I'm not bad enough my mom either. If my mom sees this, I'll fucking kill you. I'll make calling her out.
She's probably like, why are all these people calling you by their own name?
Well, she knows what it is now. I mean, she knows they're probably fine.
Does she call you Vunz?
Does she call me Vunz? She does not. I don't want to release that yet. That's for the final episode. Just know my name, right? You gotta leave something.
Okay.
Some kind of suspenseful thing.
I've been asking you about Darth.
It is. Well, you have a Darth.
We both have a Darth.
This has nothing to do with the show. This has nothing to do with the show.
No, too often.
Anyway, so Vunzy is basically, if I could just sum it up for you, it's San Francisco through my eyes. And if you know us very well that I'm always out and about. I'm always trying to try new things. I just think I can do it better than anyone else, to be honest.
I would agree.
I
would agree.
I just think my passion for this city, even the littlest things in life, I get so stoked on. I'm easily amused, as long as it's my idea.
As long as we're all doing what I want, and it's my idea.
I love music, but I love everything about the city. And for me, I want to show you because, God, it's so fun. I love entertainment. I'm a sheer entertainer.
I've had 2 friends come visit, and I've just sort of put them both in hands, and both of them just left with such an incredible.
Everyone, by the way, everyone that said that, everyone that leaves it with me, I stole one of Julie's friends. She's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "What's going on?" I'm a good time, that's for sure. I think it's.
I'll drink to that.
Oh fuck yeah. We should get a real drink.
I know. I think we should. Let's go get a drink.
Anyways, I hope this kind of wrapped it up, but I mean, I'm just letting you know that like, I just want to help anyone that's moving here. I want to help anyone that's just kind of feels a little lost, because we're not alone. And the truth is, a community is what Vunzy is. Vunzy is just going out there and getting it, and going and doing it and having fun. That's what Vunzy means. Look it up in the dictionary; it'll be there as soon as I paste it.
Erase.
Do we do it right? Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Oh my god. Ready? Now we gotta be quiet for 5 seconds for the outro. Thanks, Gabe.
Nice. What do you
Oh, we forgot to go to the video!